Underwater psychological horror game Dark Mask announced for PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. Set entirely in a fully submerged underwater manner. Now, this is a game that I had seen like last month pretty much. It was about a month ago that I had seen the trailer for this, and I thought it was pretty cool. And considering that there's not like a whole lot going on right now in the gaming news world worth kind of talking about as far as like what I'm kind of interested in stuff, I figured I can go ahead and go back and look at some of the articles and trailers and stuff like that that I have saved that I was considering doing videos on, and just kind of give you guys some of the stuff that I was planning on watching. So this was one of them. I thought this game looked really cool. It looked really interesting, and the fact that it's like a underwater horror game where you're submerged into the ocean, from what it looks like, I thought that was really cool, and I thought the concept was really interesting. So I figured it was something we can go ahead and check out, and just go ahead and get my thoughts as we watch the trailer along. And then we just got some of the still shots right here, which I think look really cool. You'll be able to see this right now in the trailer, but yeah, just the fact that this is kind of the setting and the aspect of what they wanted to give you, I thought was pretty fucking cool. So go ahead and just zoom in really quick, get a little bit bigger for y'all, and then let's go ahead and check out what we got here.
Peggy 18.
Who the hell is Peggy?
This place
Now,
has been
oop,
buried for centuries.
I mean to do that.
Today,
Now, I just wanted to start off by saying one of the things that, there's not a whole lot in this world that kind of scares me, kind of a thing. But when it comes down to the ocean, there's just something about being out there that do not like it. You know what I mean? Just knowing that there could be stuff from under you, and you're out of your environment. You know, you're in the ocean, and you're in the whatever creatures could be lurking beneath you. You're pretty much in their territory. So seeing that there is a game where they decided to make that the setting has me like, oh man, that in itself already is enough to kind of give me the creeps and give me like the heebie-jeebies when it comes down to something like that.
this place has been buried for centuries. Today is our chance to discover what no one else has seen.
Reed, do you copy?
Loud and clear, Alice.
The earthquake has turned everything upside down. You won't believe what I'm seeing.
And I'm gonna keep it real with you guys too. One of the other things that kind of creeps me out is the fact that you would be doing kind of like this scuba diving expedition that you're doing in the game. Now, for me, scuba diving is something I would definitely like to try at least once in my life. I haven't had the opportunity to do so, but it's just one of those things too. I heard that there's a lot of like things that can go wrong when it comes down to scuba diving, so there's always that little bit of thought in the back of my mind of stuff that could go bad. So adding that aspect as well to the fact that you're going like doing this underwater expedition, and then it's going to be like a little bit more of a horror aspect of it as well. It's just a big mix of stuff that personally I would not want to have to deal with if it was me, kind of a thing.
Hey, drop me a crowbar. I'm gonna try to get in. I'm hooking up the camera now. Let me know if you're getting the feed.
Behind you! There's something behind you!
I've never seen anything like this before. What was that? I think I'm not alone down here.
No, sir. Dark Mask. Wishlist now.
I think we've unleashed the curse.
So yeah, and that's one of the things too that I'm kind of wondering, where she's
Peggy.
let me just mute it real quick, where she's kind of going through here and you see this creature and everything like that. I'm wondering if that's part of the game itself, where she kind of gets grabbed and then kind of captured for a little bit. And then does she escape, or is it one of those things that's kind of just one of the things you have to avoid, or is it something for the trailer itself? But either way, the fact that this is part of like, the setting of the game and everything, and like she says right here, there's like a curse. I'm really curious as to what's going to be the case with this game. Now, it's stated that the game isn't going to be releasing until fall of 2026. So pretty much almost like like a year, like a little bit less than a year and a half from now. But yeah, if that's the aspect of the game, I think it's going to be really good from what it looks like. Now, obviously as well, you do see at the beginning of the trailer, it does state, let's see right here, that the game is, let me see. So trailer captured in Unreal Engine 5. So pretty much it looks like it's all just cinematic. It's not actually any gameplay. So we're just going to have to wait to see when that does come out and what information is released. But yeah, I am looking forward to seeing what's going to come of this game and how it's going to come out, because as much as I'm not a fan of like horror films and everything like that, for some reason I don't always feel the same way when it comes down to video games, which is a little bit weird considering that, video games can be a little bit worse than movies in my opinion, because you are more immersed into the medium that you're playing. You know what I mean? When you're watching a horror film, you're just kind of watching it as like a third person, but like when you're actually playing the game, you are like the character that is dealing with the trauma and everything. So yeah, there's just something about it. For some reason, I like horror video games, then, and I can actually get into those, which is pretty funny. But yeah, man, as far as this game goes, I think this looks pretty good, and I'm interesting to see what's gonna come of it. So obviously, like I said, about a year, a little less than a year and a half until this actually comes out. So we're gonna have to wait to see some more information as far as like trailers and everything like that. But I'm looking forward to this. I think this is gonna be a good game from what it looks like, and it definitely looks like something worth checking out. So yeah, so those are my thoughts on that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Is this a game that you guys would be wanting to play and check out? Is this something that you guys would be interested in seeing as far as like the setting and everything like that goes, being underwater and then kind of inside of a mansion underwater as well, which is pretty cool. So you guys can let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. If you guys could like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you guys have been watching this long, I really appreciate it. It means a lot. And yeah, until next time, Harmonic out. Peace.